If you could give your pet superpowers, what superpowers would you give your dog?
Would you rather clap every time a plane lands or every time a movie ends? Choose wisely.
Would you rather be first in line to fight the gorilla in the 100 guys versus 1 gorilla challenge, or be the last guy in line for the 1,000 guys versus Bonnie Blue challenge?
You wake up in the middle of the night and you see an alien in your closet. How do you react?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Episode 92 of Barcast Comedy here at Bout Time Pub. Today I'm joined with stand-up comedian Cruz
Figueroa.
Hell yeah. I was going to butcher that, so thank you for closing that one for me.
Everybody does. I get Ferguson or Figueroa a lot, so it's all good.
I tried 3 times and I missed it all 3 times. I was like, yeah, giving up. All right, but we don't like long intros on this show. So first question I ask all my guests is, have you ever been in any bar fights?
Not me personally. I've had to stop a couple. My dad likes to talk smack and drinks a lot.
Dad bar fights?
Yeah. Just imagine a little 15-year-old being like, wait. But never myself. No, never no bar fights.
Yeah. All right, you sinned. Choose your curse after this truck.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You sinned. Choose your curse. You have wet socks for the rest of your life, or you're always stuck behind a school bus while driving. So your socks are always wet, or everywhere you're driving, school bus.
Damn, I have such bad road rage. The school bus would drive me crazy. But wet socks is unfathomable. I think I would take the school bus. Maybe just take a couple more hits of the bong before I leave at my house every now and then,
I guess. I would resort to smoking while driving.
Yeah. It's okay. And they stop at every train track, too, and oh, man.
They stop to let the kids out, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Damn.
I think I would choose that one, too, but then I would avoid driving as much as possible.
Yeah, does the rule apply? If somebody else is driving, are we stuck behind a school bus? Yeah. I'll just be passenger princess from here on. Hey, you drive.
No, you guys have to pick me up. I ain't doing the bus. So, it's 11 o'clock at night.
I'm cursed.
I'm telling you, there will be a bus.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, just full of school children.
Yeah, terrible. Gosh.
Yeah. If you could give your pet superpowers, what powers would you give your pet?
Ooh.
Immediately, my mind goes to laser beams always, but I know that's not a good idea.
No, right? Especially, if you're being, angry towards them, they might flip out on you. Yeah. I don't know. I got a cat. She's pretty sassy. Laser beams on a cat doesn't sound like a good idea.
God. Really, any superpowers on a cat is a bad idea.
Yeah, right? One wrong day. I guess, levitation or telekinesis. That way, she can clean shit while I'm gone. She makes a mess of everything, so help me out at least if you're going to be doing it.
It's going to use the powers against you.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to be
to push the glass off the edge. Yeah. It's going to use its mind, and you're like, God
dude,
damn
I didn't
it.
even think of that. Yeah, she won't even have to get on the ledge to push it off. Damn. Oh. Let's see. Can I ever send that?
Yeah. That I was thinking shapeshift. Let my dog go as big as Clifford.
Oh, that'd be
good.
And
then come back down. So you can cuddle. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be good too.
Humans.
Talking is probably the big one, I think, but that one's
could be annoying though too. At the same time,
yeah, it's the easy one. Oh gosh, I'm just trying to take a shower, and then she's yelling outside the door. Hey, leave me alone.
Feed me.
Yeah, leave me alone.
You can understand.
It's the dogs with the buttons things. Have you seen that? Where they train them to use buttons.
How smart those dogs are.
Yeah, no. Can you imagine now they can just talk? Pass.
Yeah, that or probably the other one I would do is live exactly as long as I do. I don't want immortality for them. That'd be cruel.
Yeah.
Just as long as I do.
That'd be good. That's a good one. That's a great way to never have to leave the pet. Yeah. No, I like that one.
Would you rather clap every time a plane lands or every time a movie ends? You're on the plane or watching the movie? At home, movie theaters?
I'd rather be the clapping at a movie guy. I can't stand the guys that clap on a plane. Think about the worst stressful that day that you've just had. You went through all the TSA nonsense, and then you're going to be the guy that claps when it lands? No.
I feel with the Boeing drama, it's almost acceptable to clap when a plane lands now. It's starting to go back the other way.
Absolutely. Now you're thank God we made it. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some pretty good movies that are worthy of a clap. Yeah, either way, it's bad. The
movie would be hilarious. You're watching movies with your girlfriend, and you're just every
clapping.
Time.
Yeah.
She's do you have to do that every time? You're like, I love it.
I used to have a friend who he would always do audibly cheer or boo for movie trailers. He'd always give thumbs up, thumbs down, and I'm like. You're drawing attention. The movie hasn't even started, so man. But at least at the end, you're not thinking about it too much.
I wish the Costco guys would do that before movies. They're in the theater. Boom, boom.
There's
boom.
never been a group of internet stars that I've hated or loathed more than them. I don't know what it is. Every time I saw it, though, it was just like, ignore from my feed. I don't want to hear about them.
He's the name of my fantasy football team last year.
The Rizzler. Hey, if you're forced to do it by your father, at least he's making it out a little bit better nowadays.
All right, you get $1,000 a day, but you must eat 12 bananas every 24 hours. Do you take the challenge?
$1,000 a day, 12 bananas every day?
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that. I can blend up bananas and put them in a smoothie. I think that'd probably be the easiest route there. Or is it physically like
I guess you don't die. Just how many days are you going collecting the money? We changed that.
It's a lot of potassium, though. How many days before I call it quits? 1,000 a day?
1,000 a day, 12 bananas. You got to buy the bananas, too.
Damn.
They're not just delivered to you.
Let's see here. I'm gonna let that bike go by a little bit, but I think I'd probably tap out at about 15 days. Get $15,000. I think that's enough to get me going a little bit. Yeah. That's a lot of bananas. I think you're spending more than it's worth at that point too.
Yeah, I don't know the math on it. Somebody do it for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna blend it though. I think that's the way.
Banana smoothies.
Banana smoothies. What the hell are you drinking? Gotta keep my potassium.
Yeah, that's definitely better. Dude, I'm thinking I don't even need like honestly I haven't even eaten probably like 12 bananas in my lifetime. But I like to imagine I would say I would go for a week, but I'm only going to do probably 4 or 5 days before I tap.
Yeah, 15's being bold. I definitely think it'd be less.
I might just tap at 4 bananas and not even get the money the first time. Be like, actually, this isn't worth it.
Start as a waste already. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I would need like $25,000 a day. Honestly, I'm thinking about it now. I've changed my mind.
Can't even think of the last time I had a banana. I don't know. Blending, it seems like the way. Are you from like, do you peel from the top or do you peel from the bottom?
I've
like
only eaten like 4 bananas in my life.
Okay,
I told you, I really don't know.
So yeah, some people are crazy.
What the way is to do it.
Oh, the monkeys do it that way. No, you're a monkey now.
Interesting.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently. It's
Speaking of monkeys, that's a great lead into the next question. Would you rather be first in line to fight the gorilla in the 100 guys versus a gorilla challenge, or last in line for the Bonnie Blue challenge, where she banged like 1,000 guys in 24 hours?
I mean, let's be real. Nobody's beating that gorilla. So if I get to be the first one out and not see any other carnage, I'll take that. I'll fall on that sword. I don't want to do cleanup duty. That sounds atrocious, and I can only imagine how awful that room would smell.
That sounds like a slower death.
Yeah. You're a death by scent. Hello, there's semen on the floor.
Plus, the gorilla's amped up. He's killing the first 2 guys ruthlessly.
Immediately, yeah.
He's ripping you in half. You're dying instantly.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel a thing.
A few guys in, he's probably getting tired. He beats you in her face in, lets you bleed out.
Give me the gorilla all day, every day. Bonnie Blue, she could probably take on the gorilla, let's be honest. But yeah, that cleanup duty sounds horrendous.
What is the worst place to run into your coworker?
Anywhere. I'm not anywhere, really. Everywhere. Really, at Walmart. I don't like grocery shopping, and for like a little brief time I had to work at Walmart. Already embarrassing. And then I'd run into coworkers, and I'm running into the aisles to try to avoid seeing them in my stupid blue vest. Yeah. Anywhere though, I'd say grocery store. Let me think. Is there any other place I'd? Yeah, it's
I used to work at Hobby Lobby, and I have PTSD. Anytime I want to buy a craft now, I'm like, I'm smoking a cigarette out front, pacing back and forth. Do I go in there? Do I really need these crafts?
Oh, you know what would be bad? The Bonnie Blue line. You're like, Jeff? Are you 659? All right. Yeah.
How did you get that early?
Yeah. No, that'd be pretty horrendous.
What about a courtroom? They're on your case.
And they know things about you too, because you gossip. Especially I work in a restaurant now, and we all bullshit with each other. So they know some secrets. It's like, hey, I'll kill you.
You're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Under oath.
You wake up and you see this alien. How do you react? Just he's looking at you from your hallway.
Man, honestly, I'd probably think I'm dreaming. Let's see. If he kept just looking at me like that, I'd probably just invite it in and be like, hey, I haven't had a cuddle buddy in forever. You want to join me?
What am I supposed to do at that
point? You're already in here. Might as well get in bed.
I think I'd go into the covers, but that's about it.
Yeah, right?
I would test if it works.
I'm going to keep the foot out just in case.
Oh, no, I ain't keeping the foot out. No way. My feet are already tucked in.
Yeah.
That's a rookie move.
No, I sleep hot. I got to take it. Yeah.
I mean, you do gotta have a foot out. I see what you mean. It's getting hot this time.
Yeah, it does get hot. Honestly, though, I think I'm invited into bed to cuddle. I don't know if I have the courage to be like, "Hey, get out of my house." Yeah. Nah, it take me for all I'm
What
concerned.
do you want me to do?
Yeah, you're already here.
Honestly, that would be a cooler adventure, joining the aliens.
I think so.
Even if you have to get probed, it'd still be cooler.
Hey, there's worse things that they could do.
Go
to you.
on the spaceship,
Yeah.
whatever Rick and Morty adventure.
Yeah, light probing
That's
to go
the
on
cost.
alien version. Yeah,
Cost-benefit analysis.
For
It's
sure.
up here in the top quadrant, still pretty close.
I get a pretty stellar orgasm, then I get to go explore the stars. Sounds like a win-win.
What is the catch here? Could a fan the size of a mountain, like, stop a tornado? Like, we just built, like, a tornado's coming, we built the biggest fan ever to stop it. Do you think it would work?
What if it just reverses it? That's what I think
Oh,
would
it
happen.
just
Like
spins
it just
it
spins it the other way. Yeah, a little
360.
360,
180.
yeah.
No, 360. I don't know.
I was thinking, what's the ripcord games? No, it's
180.
not Bionicle.
Beyblades?
Beyblade.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm
we launch
struggling
it back
that.
the other way.
Yeah. It's like, take this, Nebraska.
That would work better. What if we just build a bigger tornado?
I mean, hey, they say they can control weather now. A little fan won't hurt.
Yeah.
That's pretty great, honestly.
Let's find out, though.
Built a giant fan as tall as a skyscraper. You might think
This is my
it would
favorite part of
blow
the
a
podcast.
tornado
We just
away.
watch TikToks.
But
This is great.
form when warm, moist air collides with cool, dry air, creating spinning winds that can move at over 300 miles an hour. And even the strongest fans in the world can't match that amount of force. To
Damn.
stop a tornado,
See?
you'd need a
That's a
fan,
big fan.
as big as a
Yeah.
mountain and a massive amount of energy. And even then, the storm might still overpower you.
Fuck.
Oh, crazy. Good to know. It looks like you can't fight a
I
tornado.
wish we could see that episode of Mythbusters.
Right.
That seems like something Trump would do. Be like, you know how we could stop the tornado?
Just a bigger fan.
We need a fan.
Need multiple fans. It'll be great. What a clown.
Yeah, we're still watching TikToks too.
More TikTok?
It gets them better.
I'm
Choose
in.
your hide and seek spot. I think a cat's no. Choose your hide and seek spot. A shark is coming to kill us.
Shark. Ooh, okay.
So pick a number quick once I start it.
All right, go.
Quickly from tralalero, tralala.
Level extreme.
Yeah, shark with tennis shoes.
I'm gonna go with 9.
I'll go 11. Ooh, I should have took one in the bathroom. We'll stick with 11.
Yeah, 1 seems like the easy one. Who knows though?
That'd be the obvious. Oh,
Oh wow, I was like,
There we
oh, you're
go.
going right in there.
11 and 9. 9, 11. Look at that. We chose right. 7. Oh, come on.
Oh damn.
Wow.
Oh damn. He
Fuck,
missed.
you won.
He missed. Oh damn.
Are you going to win the whole thing too?
Oh, fingers crossed. It'd be great.
Imagine that thing in your doorway. How do you react to that?
I don't know. I used to grow up with pretty irrational fears of like a shark busting through like the shower tub. I lived in the mountains and I was like, oh yeah, a shark's gonna get me. So like I already lived with it. Yeah.
Oh, shit,
he
the shark
me.
got you.
No.
It's real.
Yeah.
I love that fucking shark you're worried about in the mountains.
Always in the mountains. It's such an irrational fear. I was like, oh my god, a shark's gonna bust through the tub.
You're like, I hear sharks kill 100 people a year.
I'm gonna be one of them.
That could be
yeah,
me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be one way up over here. So dumb.
It's like one of my favorite videos on the internet is this video of this like guy in a field. Or he's like in the woods with like just a herd of cows and he's screaming for his life like the cows are gonna kill him. And he's like, get back! Get back! No! Don't do it! And the cows are just looking at him so confused.
All right, just eating their grass. Like, what are you fucking doing here?
No! 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 Go on! Get! Go on, get out of here!
So what's your favorite video on the internet? Like every time you see it, stop and scrolling. You gotta watch.
Favorite video on the internet? Oh, you know what? I like the one with the dude who does the skateboarding, the black guy. He's like, his gear, whack. His skateboard, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to brush his hair, whack. And then he goes like, me, I'm tight as fuck. I don't know why. Something about that video gets me every time, though.
I haven't seen that guy. I like the rollerblader. Have you seen who roasts mailbox?
No, I don't think so.
He like rollerblades around a mailbox and he'll be like, hey, look at this fucking old ass mailbox. It looks like George Washington. Ha ha ha, fucking loser. And he skates off.
I'm in Austin, Texas, roasting mailboxes on my rollerblades. You a big Jefferson Airplane fan? Happy Easter, you piece of... Oh man, I love this story growing up. The fox and the piece of shit, right? Man, you doing all right? Yeah. Hey, I completely relate to having that hole, you know, you just can't fill, you piece of shit.
Dude, the internet's so wild. How vast there's so many videos.
I don't know how he finds
days.
that many cool mailboxes. Everyone is cooler than every single one of my neighbors.
Do you know where he's at? Like, maybe it's like he's in a weird part of Hollywood or something.
That would be my guess. You just rollerblading into Hollywood.
That or like Florida. Like, there's people that have like sharks as their mailboxes.
George
I don't know
Clooney
why we're
sees
back
it
on
and he's
sharks.
like, "What the hell?"
It's like, from Benchwarmers, they just swing at the mailboxes as they drive by. That'd be my goal.
Yeah. Let's keep with the shark theme.
I'm in.
Which movie would you rather be stuck in for the rest of your life? Jaws, Jurassic Park, or The Human Centipede?
Ooh.
And you're like on the beach for Jaws.
I'm immediately getting rid of Human Centipede. I'm sorry.
You can pick where you are in
Two
the
Girls,
Human
One
Centipede.
Cup.
How about that?
Nah.
You can pick the spot.
Because I'd want to be first, but that's not any better. Because now everybody else is just suffering, and I have to hear it. Jaws or Jurassic Park, and it's just always on the beach.
Or you're at, in the resort for Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park just seems so much cooler. Just the amount of dinosaurs there would be. I think I can outrun more dinosaurs than I could, like, a shark. Yeah.
You can't swim that fast.
I can't swim that fast. And, like, you ever try to punch something underwater? It doesn't work that well.
It's a little bit slow. It's not going to do much.
I'll throw a rock at a
That's kind of a
rat.
cooler death. That's a heroic death.
Yeah. Tear me apart, limb by limb, instead of, like, drowning.
Yeah. If you were going to die a hero's death, would you rather die in the winter or the summer?
Winter. Something about the snowfall and, like, it's like all still and you just see the snow. There's blood on, like, the pure white. I think that's the
It is
move.
a good contrast.
It's just, it's a good little balance of, like, something new being just ripped away.
I like the summer because, you can go a little bit less armor, everything.
Yeah.
A little more buildy, look a little cooler. But the winter is, a little more cinematic-wise. I see what you mean.
Cinematic-wise, I just always think of, like, light snow falling.
If I could do the summer in the rain, how about that?
That's good. I like stormy type weather for some reason. Like rain, summer in the rain would be good. I think I'm still sticking with winter. I think
With
I just
the rain
like the
smell
snow.
too? Ooh.
Oh yeah. You see it like the glow off the neon. Yeah, that's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. What movie have you seen the most in your lifetime? Like you watched the most times?
The most? Oof. I don't know. Honestly.
Give you a second to think. For me, Christmas movie-wise, it's probably like Elf.
Oh, okay.
It's probably up there in the top 3, but I'm thinking the other one would probably be like Starship Troopers.
Oh, okay.
I used to watch the classic one. Dude, they're killing bugs. There was a football scene. Love football. They were in the shower with the girls for some reason.
That's great. I love that. Who doesn't love boobs? I don't know. I think it's a toss-up. I think I've seen like Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, or Dumb and Dumber just as much as each other. I just love them both for different reasons. I grew up, being a nerd with Star Wars, and then like Dumb and Dumber is probably one of the best movies ever. So
It's a classic.
Classic. It's so good. Jim Carrey in his heyday. It's hard to like not love that movie.
Would you rather have unlimited beer or no hangover?
Oh, no hangover all day. It's to the point where I want to give up drinking. That's how bad my hangovers are getting. I think like everyone always says you have a limited amount of hangovers, and I think I've maxed out, unfortunately, because the last couple of years they've been horrendous. So if I could get rid of that and not have to think about it, the debauchery that would ensue from never having to think about the next morning, I think no hangover all day.
I'm on the other side on that one, unlimited beers. The amount of money I would save on beers.
Yeah.
Plus, because the problem too is no hangover, dude. I would be getting so hammered every night.
All night, every night. You're
And the
right.
money, I'd be like, let's go, guys. I don't care that it's a Tuesday.
I think my hope is that like somewhere along the way, like I'm buying drinks for people will buy drinks for me. Yeah. It all balances out. I mean, I don't know, like I said, to not wake up suffering, I think I'm in.
Yeah. It's like one of my favorite parts of the podcast is that we're doing it on a Wednesday and I don't look like an alcoholic because, we're recording it right now.
Yeah,
we're doing
yeah.
a podcast, drinking at 12 a.m.
Yeah. Who would know?
2:30.
Nobody would know.
And I'm like, yeah, let's go get a beer. Sometimes guests come on, it'll be like a Tuesday episode or a Monday, and they're like, you want a beer?
Yeah, right now.
And they're like, no. I'm like, I have to. It's the show.
Yeah. Here, cheers.
What's your high school scandal? Or like high school story you and the friends would talk about? First one that comes to mind.
There's always a couple. The biggest one that I was thinking of is some kid got stabbed in my school with a pair of scissors. And I would just laugh about it because the newspaper tried to cover it up. And was like, he was grazed by safety scissors. And I was like friends with the guy, and it was like, no, he shanked me with scissors. It hung out. Yeah, he was like,
God damn.
yeah, it's a pretty weird scandal that the town tried to hide was that it wasn't that bad. I don't know. That's like the biggest one I can think of. This one girl brought a BB gun to school for like a video recording like project.
Yeah. Interesting.
For whatever reason, and like all of a sudden school goes on lockdown. They're like, someone has a gun here and we have to figure it out. But it was a BB gun.
She's hiding in the corner too with everybody like, who could have a gun?
Yeah, I'm sure there's others that I missed, but those are the two that like immediately come to mind.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually went to my high school reunion, 10 years
Oh yeah.
the other day.
How was that?
Terrible. I was pissed off. I spent $33 to go to it. And there was a 2-beer max.
Hey, open bar.
Yeah.
You're forcing me to see people that I haven't talked
And a
to
2-beer
in a
max they
decade.
make it. Not even like a 2-beer minimum.
Let us get loosey goosey.
Yeah,
That's when you
that
know
was
the
it.
real stuff. Yeah. I need at least 2 shots.
Yeah. Guess how many girls I talked to at it?
3.
Ooh, 3. That counts the bartender. But I did talk to 3 girls, not to brag.
All right. How
Pretty
about
big
that?
numbers I was putting up.
Yeah.
That was
Hey,
my Michael Jordan flu game.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Actually, the best way to describe it was that I think you should leave sketch with the zip line. Because they had a rock wall. And I
Oh.
spent more time climbing the rock wall than I did talking to people. My friend's watching me, and I'm like,
You
I
don't be
did
remembered
it.
as that guy. They're like, yeah, remember that guy that kept climbing the rock?
I was like, this is awesome. Best part of the rock wall. My friend wants to leave. I'm like, I'm going to do the rock wall one more time, and then we'll leave.
Damn. Mine hasn't come up yet. I don't know if I'd go to it.
Bad call.
I also just grew up in such a preppy-ish area. Like, I'm from Vail originally, so I grew up in, like, a mountain town.
It reignited a new spark for people I hated. And I was
Yeah,
like, God,
right?
I
Like-
forgot about all you.
Maybe it'd be cool to see them. I don't know. I feel like a lot of them have moved on.
Yeah. Have you ever rescued anything before?
Like, animal or just, like...
anything. Animals? I don't know, humans?
Rescued. Let me think here for a second.
Or the alternate
Rescued.
question is, we can go to that one's probably better. What is your dumbest stoner moment?
Dumbest stoner moment. Definitely a few of them. One time I fell asleep in a tree. There was like a little party they threw up in the mountains, and apparently the cops caught wind of it. So we all just ran away when the cops got there, and I just climbed up the tree and fell asleep for the night.
You were worried about the sharks. Slept in the tree.
Right. Yeah, I slept in the tree. Forget the bears. The sharks are gonna get me, man. I don't know what that fear is about the sharks. I love how it keeps coming up because it's a real thing, but yeah. Have you ever smoked yourself sober? Like, that's a weird question. Sorry to ask, but I think one day...
I didn't know it's possible.
I didn't know it was possible either. I think I just maxed out the dopamine, but like one day I was just hanging out with a coworker, just dabbing. And then I get back home and our roommate's like, we had a whole like system of like bowls loaded, joints ready, dabs ready. And it's like all of a sudden like 1:30 and I, for whatever reason, was sober and he's ripped out of his mind. I'm like, you want Jack in the Box, man? Like, he's like, yeah, I'll drive. I'm like, no.
I got it.
I can see that you can't open your eyes, sir. I will drive. Yeah, that was a weird one.
That makes sense. I mean, the Earth is round. You should be able to come back around.
Yeah, right. Eventually, at some point, your brain's like, hey, bud, we're done.
Yeah. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Ooh, favorite conspiracy theory. Let's see here.
Actually, what if if you can make one conspiracy or find out the truth of one conspiracy theory, what would you pick?
Ooh, find out if one was real.
Or fake, you just want to find out the truth.
Yeah, interesting. I would love to find out if the moon landing was real or not.
The moon landing?
Hey, maybe we went there, but that footage looks a little fishy.
That is a good one, too, because, it's old enough, too, that if that's, like, fake, you find out, like, okay, you question everything else. Or you're like, if that's real, you're like, all right, well, now I can...
what? Yeah.
Now I don't believe
Now I
Bigfoot.
can die in peace, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I can think of immediately.
Elvis faked his death.
Elvis faking his death, Hitler faking his death, all these. Yeah. Hey, who really killed JFK?
Yeah.
If we're getting into it, like, there's so many that you think you could go with.
Let's find out.
Hello, everybody. OldSchoolCurt here, and here is your one question of the week from OldSchoolCurt. Who would win in a fight, Pickle Rick or Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales? Choose wisely.
I mean, he's got the power of God on his side, but Pickle Rick is a madman, so I think
True,
I'm
that's
going
like top fighters,
yeah,
both
I
sides.
think I'm going with Pickle Rick. He's the size of a pickle, but he murdered an entire colony of rats. I think I'm sticking with Rick.
True, I'm feel you on that, but I kind of feel like Larry the Cucumber. I feel like he had some size. He's a little bit bigger than Pickle Rick.
He's got some girth to him.
Pickle Rick was a small one. Like, I feel like he's got the weight class advantage and the reach.
He also has God on his side.
True,
Who
and the
knows?
God side. You can't lose there.
You can't lose there. Even if he dies, he wins.
He just revives himself,
Yeah.
comes back to death alive. All right, choose your useless superpower. You have the superpower to time travel, only while blackout drunk, or your body parts are reattachable, kind of like Mr. Potato Head.
Ooh, interesting.
Well sober for that one.
I think the detachable body parts would be cooler. For whatever reason, like, something's out of reach, just pop out your arm. I think that's the move there.
It's a cool party trick, just being like...
Yeah, here, I can get that for you.
You're like, so you call dibs? I call dibs, and then just like chuck an arm over there.
Yeah, and then it just pop back on like a Lego. I think that's the move there. Yeah, something about being blackout and not remembering that you time travel would be kind of scary. What about all the butterfly effects that you do? Yeah, what did I do? And the only way to get back is get blacked out again.
And you get blackout hammered else, and you wake up in Egypt this time, and you're like, God damn it!
How did I get here? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, that'd be a tough little way.
You have to
you'd
convince
wind up
your
stuck
drunk self
everywhere
to get you back.
Yeah, leave a note somewhere. Go home.
Go home. Yeah, I'm with you on the potato head just for that part alone.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I always
just
think of
don't
just
think I
like
can control it.
SpongeBob eating his hands. And
You're stuck on an island for 1 year. Pick one member from the gang if it's always sunny in Philadelphia to join you.
ooh,
Who are you taking?
I think Danny DeVito. I'm bad at names of characters
Yeah,
and
Frank.
always, but yeah,
Danny DeVito, Frank.
I'm taking Danny DeVito all day, every day. I mean, Penguin, and now
He's
this.
the best vibe. He probably has a rum ham with him.
For sure, yeah. I think it'll be a litty
Like, so
titty
you got
party.
Charlie though. He's probably the most resourceful.
Charlie would be the most chaotic.
little
I
weird.
think. Yeah, I think we'd probably vibe a little bit more just out of like sheer chaos. But
I think if it was for life, I'd pick Charlie because
Yeah.
like he's probably gonna be the best chance to keeping me alive.
yeah,
But if it's just for a year, probably Frank or maybe Mac. You know, he's pretty
yeah,
high. You know, motivational.
that's true.
Dee's useless. Dennis, they're both useless.
Yeah, I think I'm just going for a good time. So I think I'm sticking with Frank. Yeah, I think I'm going for a good time.
If I'm stuck here, might as well.
Yeah, for sure.
God, this next one's a great question.
All right, I'm in.
Sometimes I write these and I read them back and I'm like, wow.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Well, that was a banger. All right. Would you rather have a huge cock? Hold on, I gotta censor this. Would you rather have a huge chicken or own a huge chicken?
I think I'd rather own
Like
a huge
6 feet
chicken.
tall.
Yeah, I'd rather own a huge. We are talking real chicken on the
Yeah.
second half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather own a huge chicken. Can you imagine the eggs that bitch would lay? Or I'm sorry, chick.
That would be cool.
Yeah, you'd never run out of eggs. Man,
I mean,
you
that's
could
a
ride
cool-
it like Clifford the
That's
Big
what I'm
Red
saying.
Dog
Just
everywhere.
ride that
Yeah,
thing to the
that thing's
bar.
my
There's
stallion.
no DUIs when you're on that thing.
No, it's running wherever it wants. That's like the expression, a chicken with its head cut off.
Get
It's
in a
like
bar
me.
fight? Oh, yeah? Come see my chicken.
It's like, sir, I got big Roo out over here. Yeah, I'm taking the big chicken all day.
Yeah, I think that's a little more impressive.
Yeah, a little more impressive. I think, hey, you can always have your own big, cock, or however you want to censor it. But, like, at some point, who are you impressing? Nobody cares.
Plus, it's kind of weird whipping your cock out to impress people.
Yeah,
It's a
they're
lot
like,
cooler. You
"Check
can actually
this
show
out."
people
Yeah,
your
yeah.
cock.
Yeah.
The other one.
Right.
Just for the intro, the
It's
first
like,
3
dude,
seconds, you got to censor.
I got to tie him up out there, yeah.
Yeah, he's tied out front. People are thinking you're coming out there showing them your dick. No, then you have a big cock.
Yeah, his name's
You're like,
Big
you wanna-
Larry. Big Larry.
You want to go for a ride?
Yeah, right on my 6-foot cock.
This next segment is blind ranking people to have your back in a bar fight. 1 best, 5 worst. First one up is the Kool-Aid Man.
Ooh. I feel like he'd be good for a good escape. I might go number 2. If anything, he could get us
Number
out of
2.
there.
He's getting you out at least.
Yeah, I want to keep 1, but I think, hey, if I need an escape plan, I think he can be the one.
Yeah. Next we got Stuart Little.
Oh, he's 5. What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? They're gonna flick him, and then all of a sudden I gotta find a.
He crawls up their butt like Ant-Man.
But he can't expand.
Oh, yeah, true. He can't expand. Yeah, you're
he
right.
would just be there, and all of a sudden this dude's like.
They're like, "Did I
screaming.
feel something?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with 5. Stuart Little, he can catch the
Yeah, I
hands.
think that's
I'm
a good
sure.
call on
Yeah,
that one. Next we got is 2024, Mike Tyson.
yeah. Ooh.
So it's not him in his prime, you know.
You know what though? I feel like he's still got something in there. There's some fire in there somewhere.
I
and
think
like,
he's
if it's-
got 1 round in him.
I think he's got 1 round in him too.
Plus
I
the
don't.
intimidation factor
It's
alone.
Mike Tyson. Yeah,
When you're fighting, you're like, wait, is that Mike Tyson? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm not
sir.
gonna.
You see that face tattoo coming in an open mouth. You're
So
a
where
little
you putting
scared.
him?
I think I'm gonna throw him at 3. I
3?
think he'd be a good little backup. I don't think he has enough power
Alright,
to
so we
get us
got,
out.
So we got
though.
1 and 4 left.
Okay.
Next we got Optimus Prime.
I mean, that's number 1, right? I feel like how could you go wrong? He's got the voice, the cool gadgets. I know they're anti-blown up humans, but
The
he'll
only
get us
downside
out.
is it might take him a minute to get in the bar, you know?
I just have him as
Or
my
you
phone.
got to get out to.
Yeah, I'll have him as my phone.
Oh,
and
you're
then,
right.
Like,
Have him
throw him
transform
out.
something
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Optimus Prime. Yeah, no, I think Optimus all day.
Plus, you can ride in him other places, always having him with you.
What I've Done by Linkin Park playing in the background as we're fighting our way out of this.
Yeah.
I can envision it now.
Dude, the Linkin Park
I
playing.
can envision it now. Yeah, I think Optimus Prime number 1 for sure.
It was like my co-host OldSchoolCurt moved to Texas, and for his last episode, he rode off on a Lime scooter. We played "What I've Done" by Linkin Park.
Yeah, that's the perfect
I
way to
felt
end
end it. Just like the way to
Perfect way to end it. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the move. Absolute all day.
Yeah, and then for your last spot we got here for number 4, Sydney Sweeney.
Honestly, hey, we need some eye candy to get out of there. She could be a good distraction. She can't fight, but at least they'd be distracted.
I would love to go down swinging though with Sydney Sweeney. That's like my dreams. Me and her in a bar fight back to back.
Honestly,
just fighting people, throwing chairs.
She might got.
I mean, we would get our ass kicked. But.
Yeah, me for sure. I think she'd be out just fine. Number 4, Sweeney, right above Stuart Little. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Did you see she's selling bath soap?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How much do you think it was selling for?
These poor lonely men are probably reselling it. If I had to guess, like on the real,
I don't know, so I'm looking it up with ChatGPT.
If I had to guess, I would say it's selling about $24.95 a pop.
$24.95?
Yeah,
okay.
for like one of those little squares.
Damn, dude, I'd probably buy it for that. Like that's a pretty good deal. I was thinking it was gonna be like
I just don't
$125.
How do you make bathwater into soap? To be fair, I don't know how you make soap in general.
I agree. I'm both of those statements.
All of a sudden,
agree.
now you're taking water. All right.
Yeah, we're looking this up. How much does
I'm
Sydney
interested.
Sweeney?
I'm sure for resale, these people are selling it like $300, but
we're gonna do original cost.
Yeah, of course.
Soap cost at retail. ChatGPT. Do.
What a business idea. Do you know people will buy it?
Dude, I wish I could be that famous.
Yeah, right?
The retail price of Sydney Sweeney's Bathwater Bliss limited edition soap is $8 per a bar when it launched on June 6, 2025 with a limit of 1 per customer.
I was going to say, I'll take 10. No.
All right, for this next segment, we're going to buy 10 each.
Yeah, right? Here's 80. I want them all shipped to my house right now.
That's insane.
That's wild. All right.
$8.
$8. What is it? Does it smell like her? What does she smell like?
Up so we can buy this.
Yeah. I'm interested. $8 sounds a lot better than $25. So
that's crazy.
That is wild.
Oh my god.
My own bathwater.
I'm mind blown.
Yeah.
People I don't even know how to sidetrack from that. I'm shook.
I know, me too. Honestly, I'm only thinking about soap now.
Yeah, what do you think the world record is for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun?
Fastest time?
Yeah, it counts time putting the straw in too.
Ooh, I would say it's under a minute if I had to guess.
Under a minute?
I would think it's under a minute, like putting in the straw and everything.
And drinking. How fast do you think you could drink a Capri Sun?
I think I could. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I think I could down one in like maybe 45 seconds.
I have a box of Capri Suns here, so we're gonna find out.
All right.
Also, the world record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun is 8 seconds.
8 seconds. Straw and all?
Straw and all.
Oh yeah, I'm botching that.
Here's our leaderboard. You can see real quick while I get these out.
I'm botching that. Damn. Okay.
You can take the straw off the wrapper, but you can't
straw
open the
out
straw.
of the wrapper?
No, you got to keep the straw in the wrapper.
Oh, in wrapper.
So you can pull it off from the Capri Sun.
Great. Okay.
And I'll go like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm in.
And then this is tough too. We're on an outdoor table with holes.
I know, right?
This is
like,
gonna be
where
a
do I
new...
stab here?
Oh, hold on. Let me time us. I always forget to time us. And everybody's like, "What's my time?" And I'm like, "I don't know." So this is good.
All right,
beautiful. We'll put this bad boy right here too. That looks good.
Capri Sun. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
After this truck.
I'm in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Oh.
Whew. That was fast.
I don't know when I finished, but I was surprised.
You got about 15, and I got about 16. That's pretty good. That's going to put you in the top 10.
Is it? I'll take it.
That was impressive.
Hey, nothing like sucking. No, I'm kidding.
My straw wrapper kind of broke off, so I had a little bit easier.
Yeah, hey,
but then I still couldn't get it in. I fumbled my head start and everything. I was pissed off. I was like, this is going to be my world record run. And then no, never mind.
Yeah, 8 seconds is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's all for this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers on YouTube, baby. Tell me where to find you, Cruz. It'll be on screen and in the description.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at cruz.figs. Got random shows coming up all the time. Just keep an eye lookout.
Hell yeah. Subscribe. Do-do-do.